Out of every FNAF game, Help Wanted 2 is the only one that I haven't been able to softlock. And going into this challenge, I thought it would be a breeze due to the previous games by the same company, but due to all of those past mistakes and the many patches that this game has had, I initially didn't think this was even possible. I will be honest, because Help Wanted 2 had to be downgraded for me to softlock, as the only other softlock I've seen with evidence was in VR, and I do not have the money for that. Usually my main point of reference with these softlock videos are these speedrunning discords, and while they contain a lot of good softlocks that I can test out, the most recent mentions of anything to do with a softlock are people talking about the new patch notes for the game 2 versions ago. So if I was to claim that I can softlock every FNAF game, I had to get creative. I've done a ton of research into this game and I could not find a single bit about a softlock that wasn't already patched. There's probably only a couple things I can really try to take advantage of for this to actually work, and that's either in this main lobby, if I could somehow clip out of bounds or stuff like that and it doesn't just teleport me back, or it's like if something doesn't require a time limit but I can still get softlocked. My first idea on how I could maybe softlock the game was by trying to hope for some missing collision like too many games have, or for the teleports to manually move the player instead of using predetermined locations, and that's shown in something like Ruin, but I haven't found a softlock for that. But that's just not how it works, so I gave up. If I can somehow get a teleport, I'm really trying to think of anything that I can do. Let's look at the games. Let's look at the games. Let's see what I can rule out as time-wise. This one, I can maybe do. I feel like this is a no-go. This is definitely a no-go. Maybe Phantom Blast. Carousel's a no-go. And so is Ballora Gallery. Wait, I think I read a comment. One second, if I'm remembering correctly, I read a comment that said that it's possible to go backwards in Ballora's Gallery. Oh, here we are. You get to the door in Ballora's Gallery just as it closes. Screw this, actually. Let's see if we can, like, throw one of these. I had a couple glitches in my run originally, but if I had an item on another item and picked up the one below it, okay, if I can throw it right. Oh, that didn't even do it. Okay, it mostly happened in the first aid ones, but we can still do just that to get jump scares. So there's not many of these that are like that don't have a time limit, but you can. I've had an idea. I'm wondering, is it possible for us to start a game and while that's fading out to teleport somewhere? We've had similar softlocks like with FNAF 1 and 2. A lot of glitches in early FNAF games took advantage of fade outs, not just for the softlocks in the first 2, but they were also a giant thing in the FNAF 6 speedruns, so I thought it may be possible here. The main difference between the old games and these games, however, is that this uses different scenes, so it wouldn't change a single bit about my position. Quite good. I feel like it would be frame perfect if I could. Let's lower my FPS. Oh, it's probably not gonna work. Because if it loads a new, it probably loads a new scene. With no point of reference, I really just tried anything. I tried to use F11 to skip any triggers if there were any, and I used that back in Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 to get out of bounds there. I then tried to multi-client to delete the save like I used in FNAF 4 to softlock that game, but that didn't go as I thought it would. Let's see if I can launch 2. Is that 2 or am I just tripping? That's 1. Okay, it's just 1. Okay, we've got a new save. Surely there's one part in this whole game where I can use a mask to clip out. Or maybe I gotta teleport while removing my mask. I feel like they've thought of everything. There's gotta be something that I can do. Hello. Ah! I think this is 2 different things. There's set places that you get teleported to when you go out of AR. And I guess they learned that from Ruin. With all the glitches people did. That's like some glitches. I doubt 2 years ago it's gonna have many. As well as not having anything as a reference, I also had to find something in a game with 3 years of patches and bug fixes, and that means that most things online would probably be fixed. I'm trying to get the plush of as a blast for FNAF 2. I didn't know what to do. That just queued up actions. What would be the actions to get into there? Something like that, maybe? If it can queue actions, one second, I'm gonna try. You have to sit through this cutscene multiple times. Going right, going forward, back, left, forward. Maybe that does it. And then I'm gonna... Let's see if it does the actions I queued up. Hell no. While queuing up actions is a cool little bug, there's literally nothing it could be used for. I think I'm losing hope. So you can't move when you're taking your mask on or off. It's a very fixed game. If you want to give this person a bit more hope and are enjoying the video, it would mean the world to me if you guys subscribe. It helps the channel grow and lets me see what you guys enjoy. But back to the video. Let me look into some glitches quickly. Let's see if that's possible. There's potential here if it wasn't VR. But I'll show you this quickly. And then I would need to go out of that and then load it up in flat mode. That's the only thing I have any, like, maybe that will work. I'm gonna try something that I saw from a comment that I got, like, quite a bit ago, a few months maybe. I'm not sure if it's still possible. A lot of the stuff has... Wait, I can actually check. Let me check. Is it patched? Okay, it doesn't look like it's been fixed. So let's try it. We've got 6 minutes? Yo, stop kicking me. I think I made that joke 15 times already. They're gonna have a lot of... Bow! Bow! I feel like I just AFK here for a bit. This might be annoying because I don't know if mini just keep coming. This should only take like 20 seconds or so. I don't know how precise you need to be with this, so I'll give it like an attempt. Oh, I see. It is slowly closing. So I went through it, but I just got jump scared. I think that's what happens when you run out of time. Blur just jump scares you. So I don't think that works anymore. I wonder if you can do the F11 trick that's in most games, where you can hold down a directional key. A lot of things have probably been patched in the flat mode, or at least that's what I imagine. This is the only place that actually has some sort of different entrance points. We could try that. Let's try that. We can try that. Be honest, guys. Do I look ridiculous? I feel like I do. Right, so our plan... How do I... The main goal for VR was to work out how to do wrench skip and to see if it could even help us at all. Whoa, okay. Right, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn around in real life. This is probably the main reason Secret of the Mimic didn't allow room scale play, because if you use this trick and we turn around in game and then in real life, you could just keep moving forward even if it's straight through a wall for some weird reason. Oh my gosh, we're in. Oh no. Now how do I save this? If I close this now, exit game, will this now let me play? Let's play I wanted to, but normally. If this has worked, then I'm gonna be happy. If not, then don't really know. I'm actually worried now, because I don't think this did anything. Oh my god, I didn't do anything. Dude, if these are the size of the things in real life, that would be crazy. Surely that's a checkpoint, right? Surely this works now. You see, it's not really something I can be doing. Let's think. Let's think rationally for a second. Realistically, the mask lets me play other games. True? Can I lift this back up? So I can do all the normal games. Yeah. I really hate that there's a key for it, if I'm being honest. Let me test something. Because at this point, do I move? So if I take my mask off, will I be in the... I will. How do I make it so that when I'm in this room and I can't exit... Ooh. I think I just had an idea. You see this bit? If I get to like here and then make my play area bigger maybe, I could bring it all the way over to here. That might be genius. But then that would be too difficult, no? No, that's not gonna work. I might have to go back to the drawing board. Because there's no way I can spawn in here without this down. Once again, I was losing hope, and with the only interesting thing being the glitch to skip the wrench, I either needed to find a way to use that to my advantage or just find something completely different that would fix this issue I'm having. I might need to go back to the drawing board, because how do I get in this room and then prevent the mask being taken off? Because you can just go through the door like that. I'll see what I can do, if anything. I think I've messed this up. This is doing something to my eyes, probably. Where am I? Where have I gone? Where did I go? So this is not... Everything's paused. I don't know what I did. I think you've got me. I think this is... I got behind the stage. So, let's think. Where else could I go? Right, let me explain my strategy. So, if I could do that same stage thing, but not teleport, I guess. This is going to be difficult. We just need to make sure we turn to the left. Okay, and now, turn left. Oh my. Oh. Wait, can I teleport down there? I went the wrong direction, but this is pretty cool. I can still teleport to those places. But I wish I could teleport down there. Maybe teleport down there. Okay, let's see what happens when I teleport to there. We've done it! I was so blinded by the amount of hope I had in this that I forgot that I could just get back the exact way I got here in the first place. And I realised that quite soon. So you could definitely get back in bounds. If I was to try and get back into bounds, it would take a long time and it'd be very difficult. Okay, let's try head back. The same way we got here. Yeah, okay, we're out. Okay, that's not... So what to do? That's the main question. What do I do? Because you can get to that place. You can get... What if I go back here? So... It's quite annoying, because we can get to this place anytime we want. Can we teleport back? Nah. Out of bounds doesn't specifically mean out of bounds. If you know what I mean. And why to say that this game's impossible to softlock? For some reason, I wanted to see if you can move forward constantly in other mini games, but in those games you can't turn around, so you're just gonna go as far as your room lets you. Oh, I'm just nowhere near the camera. I think I broke the game. Why is that 6 FPS? It said 7, 6, 7. Oh my. Can I leave this? So in here, what if we do the trick here and see if we can teleport up. What I wanted to do was see if I could go out of bounds and then take the mask off so it would maybe teleport me out of bounds in the other map, but I just couldn't remove my mask at all. I'm so confused. I don't know if this is possible. I really don't think it's possible. How do I go lower down in the floor? If those don't work, there's only really one option I can think of. And the only option is going all the way down to the place that this mask comes from. And then completing a level in there. That means we get teleported back. And then I can open it up in flat mode and do that, but I don't know how I'm meant to go down. As I mentioned, I don't think it's even possible to go down anymore. So while this would have been a good idea, or I think it would, I just don't think it was possible. I think I have an entirety of one idea left. I'm down to the ropes. As you've probably already seen, multi-clienting isn't going to work, and as this was my last idea, I tried hard to potentially open another window, but just nothing. I don't know what I can do. To put into perspective what I have tried and what's failed, let me show you the usual culprits in which a game softlocks. First on the list is what a softlock normally refers to, which is where you get stuck somewhere. And I've shown this in many areas, most of which being nearly every Poppy Playtime chapter. And while this has had potential with the wrench skip, it just didn't end up working at all. Another potential way is by going out of bounds, which has also happened in a lot of Poppy Playtime chapters and the other most recent FNAF games. But as there's no type of gravity in this game, that's basically just completely out of the equation. And also there is a more story driven way in terms of skipping an objective and not being able to go back, which I've shown in games like Poppy Playtime chapter 3 and also Into the Pit, or by triggering something too quick, which is what I did in FNAF 6. But what if there was a way that I have never explored, but one that is incredibly simple? Softlocks? There's no way, right? I threw it so far that it's not giving me it back. And that requires restarting the level. And I can't turn here, so I can't move anywhere specifically. Unless it jump scares me. Which I'm not really sure how it would. Don't say it was that simple. Don't say it was that simple. No, I think that's actually it. Right, we'll see if we get jump scared. And I just didn't get jump scared. This was the softlock that I had been looking for so long. And basically the only FNAF game that I hadn't softlocked until now. Yeah, I think that's it. The reason this is a softlock is because I can't progress this. I threw it it's so far that way that it like clipped out the map or something. I don't really know what happened. And now with that completed, every single FNAF game can now be softlocked.